Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another not Cup Heroes. HBR's 4 replay. Spawn on top left side as the Orange Roost with LoueMT. Spawn on bottom right side as the Magenta French, we have shit. When it comes to economic benefits, the Roosts do have a number of economic benefits, all associated around trade bounties. Let's go and take a look at them and start collecting them on up. The more trade bounties you get, the more food collection and gold generation you get. Additionally, they have access to the Wooden Fortress, which does give them increased wood drop-off. One reason why a lot of people go for the Kremlin early on, because the Kremlin does provide a free Wooden Fortress for wood drop-off, as well as excellent defense and also offensive capability. On the other side, faction French. The French do have their economic benefits. They can produce villagers faster, which also means they have to collect food faster. Additionally, they have some other various economic benefits, such as free melee blacksmith research, assuming blacksmith is rebuilt, and the cost reduction benefit around keeps when they get in the castle age. When it comes to unique units, the Roost, he's not killed a single deer. I know he has spotted this one here. People tend to go for that one last, but he literally has 0 trade bounties at the moment. Holy crap. When it comes to unique units, the Roosts do have access to Early Night, a Early Night equal to the Royal Knight, barring a couple minor less effects, while the French do have access to the Royal Knight. Early Knight and Royal Knights are the same, just very slight differences, which the Royal Knight does have a bit more research to go along with it throughout the ages, while the Roost Knight in the end does have a fractional research to give them just general damage, as well as Boyar's Fortitude. So in the end, they are very similar. You got Royal Bloodlines giving plus 15% additional health, 35% versus 20% with Bloodlines, correct? Or is it Bloodlines 25%? I forget the exact numbers. Other than Royal Bloodlines will provide extra health, whereas Fortitude will provide a static of plus 20% 20 health for all cavalry units. The French Knights do also have access to Chivalry and Canted Saddles, while the Roost Knights do have access to the polearms. So the end, their similarities are very, very equal. I can't say an exact breakdown. It would not surprise me if a Roost Knight with the polearms and Bora's Fortitude will allow to push over that head on a 1v1 with the Royal Knight in the end. He has gotten 115 trade bounties, which is pathetically bad at this point in time. You want I to at least get tier 2 at a minimum, but right now he's going to have severe trouble for that. Even claiming, you have to claim both board to get that at the moment. So there'll probably some wolves here and there from the claim, but right now the Roost player has not done good. Oops, I may hit my microphone. We do have the Kremlin now pulling a field, which will give him some improved wood collection as well as defensive capabilities. And his opponent has, of course, gone, oh, the incredibly rare Chamber of Commerce. Chamber of Commerce, which will access the market, and you get 1 free trader starts to be trained every time you research economic technology. So if you can see here, it says the trader's free. It still takes time to deploy out like any other trader. So it looks like it may be like a 23-second deployment time rather than 25-second. Either way. Let's get a big line of free traders now deployed on out. And no, this map's actually not exactly great for traders. The trade posts this time spawned off into the sides, which make it so you can put a marker right there and get some good long distance trade that way, but it's a little bit a bit more exposed. The French player may want to eye for some early stone in order to get some stone walls to protect that route, as well as over here. At least get a round of palisade walls up and going. But you will get some free traders. scout is pursuing this other scout. Magenta's scout is nearly dead, while Orange's scout is at full health. So the sheep behind him may cause him pathing issues. He will spot the Chamber of Commerce, or no, he may not have seen it. He may see one of these traders relatively soon. And this route, since I'm fighting 9, he does spot the trade post there. Royal Knight moving down here to engage. Bruce player is not eyeing to harass the trade, so the French will get a lot of free trade. The wooden palisade wall is still a good idea to deploy on out. Royal Knight's charging the way forward. And there goes that scout. Very good. We got a couple barracks from Plone Fields eyeing for mass spearmen. He sees his opponents going for Royal Knights. And spearmen will be to counter that. And they also not do bonus damage to traders, even though they are classified as cavalry. But these palisade walls will slow down those spearmen. But probably not long enough for him to transition to some archers or a spearman of his own. Trying to break through some of these fortified palisade walls. It'll take a bit of time to go through them. And there are 7 Royal Knights in the field, which can easily overwhelm 3 spearmen, but we got more on the way. Additionally, you can bring in 8 militia. Magenta's pushing forward with a villager here. I'm not sure for what. Maybe just for an outpost for spotting purposes. Maybe he's going to try to cross the T of the palisade walls, prevent it from being replaced. Not sure what this villager's going to try to do. Ah, he's going to try to chop through around the trees. Release those wooden palisade walls there. Spearman making the way forward. He may have made a breach here. He's forced his opponent to pull out some more walls there. Villager running away. Scout will be impaled. And the archer will be stabbed to death. Spear brace does not come through. Now the Royal Knight's able to charge forward. They get the canted or the charge bonus as well. Gain some great damage here. And the spearmen got killed off there because they didn't spear brace in time. So that is a great win there for the French. Able to defeat their counter unit, allowing them to get some good momentum here. He may lose this villager here. He's building a fortified palisade wall. The villager, okay, he's going for Chevrolet. Very good. Chevrolet getting some much needed health regen. If he's going to push forward, it may just want to keep this one back. Just splice it home so Chevrolet can heal it up. Trying to chop through some of these walls now. More spearmen being employed on out. And now got these villagers pushing forward. The Iron claim Pumbaa. And looks like the villager have broken through. He should be able to traverse around, but maybe the fatter horseman can't. I honestly don't know. Magenta does fall back there. I was going to be trying to break through over here. We do have a hunting cabin and palisade walls apparently queued up here. Nope, he's going to be tasked him onto the boar. And now this breach there, not towards the villagers, however. His opponent didn't create a breach for him, though he may have vision to throw arrows through there. Spearman, however, advancing forward. The Royal Knights are now back to a corner. Maybe a good idea to just fall back. That's a little bit too dangerous for Magenta to advance, I would say. Yeah, probably just safer to just fall back. Because once he's engaged, he won't be able to retreat back. That is too narrow of a path there. We've got a house here. Royal Institute now being researched, or the Royal Institute allows it acts as a unique university, which also provides upgrades there for cheaper and earlier. Oh, it's technically not an institute or university because you can't research regular university texts, just only the unique French technologies. Now has access to these various powerful upgrades, especially the Royal Bloodlines, gain plus 35% health on cavalry. He's still trying to push way forward at these villagers. There's an early night deploy on the field. The Roost player is very far from aging up, has no food for an age up. Militia has been deployed on the field. Some of these villagers are starting to go down. The Royal Knights will not be able to, will need to fight their way through the walls. Spear braces there, preventing any sort of proper engagement. Does have the veteran Royal Knight research, giving these Royal Knights a very high quality versus opponent. He's just trying to avoid the militia at the moment. Does get a bit of spear brace there with the spearmen. And looks like none of the Royal Knights have gone down. But all of his archers are going to go down as well. He may just want to try to run away with the Royal Knights. The militia will soon die from a heart attack in 9 seconds. A couple of knights went down there, but or a scouted knight. That's going to advance over here. He's able to run the infantry, no problem. Archer will go down. He does get some good health regen there. It does take out time to finish off the early knight. Maybe a good idea. These units are all quite wounded. Maybe a good idea for him just to run. Action, there's no more hole there. Maybe a good idea for him to run way over here. May find these villagers on the way and try to torch his way through this region. Early Knight try to go harass these traders, but the French player stops him. And since he advances the next stage, he has more access to more economic resource to get out more traders. If you're wondering now, oh, the Chamber of Commerce makes it so it's a good idea to get professional scouts. For some reason the French gets cheaper professional scouts. Doesn't make a difference. It really doesn't make a difference having cheaper professional scouts. This research is overpriced in general. Personally, I think it should cost at most $75.75, or not $75,275. That is, it shouldn't cost $350. One deer is $350 food, which maybe that's the reason why it costs so much, but still, that just then you have to invest scouts to actually utilize it. It would take time to pick off boars, so Pumbaa doesn't get a Hakuna Matata. High trade house not being pulled on the field. It's in a good spot there. Though maybe better put it here than right there, but should get him probably around 200 gold per minute. But he's still put on trade on tier 2 trade or tier 1 trade bounty actuality. Yeah. This trade house will probably provide like 150 gold per minute since the only tier 1 trade bounty. This Royal Knight's getting some nice needed health regen. Is able to mass up outside the walls. Maybe a good idea to go for siege engineers to pull out some banner rams on the front line. Now let's get that area walled on in so he can't escape through there as well. These Royal Knights looks like we'll go down here. Well, there's a good number of them. Start to torch down this fortified palisade wall or gate. Into saddles not being researched, and he doesn't have Royal Bloodlines just yet. Maybe a good idea to not go for Canted Saddles and go for Royal Bloodlines.
Ладно.
And it looks like all these knights will go down. Archer's now advancing way forward, get some damage on these units. Spearmen do get a bit of a spear brace there, starting to move forward as well, get some charge attacks on in. It's a bit of a jumbled mess. Militia not being put on the field. It's a safe age up. The militia gets some automatic upgrades. Only a small amount of health, but a great amount of damage. The militia will die to dysentery in about 30 seconds. And the Royal Knights will just engage and finish off these militia quite quickly. Another round, fortified palisade walls going on up. He's trying to lock his opponent way out of his base. He hasn't ghosted this piece of wall there. There we go, does get ghosted. Does get some damage on that villager. Now we got the veteran spearman and knight, regular knight upgrade. The knight to knight upgrade. Upgrading from early knights to regular knights. Now going on in, not a charge attack. Those knights need a lot of healing here. If he's able to withdraw them, he's able to get some good chivalry health regen. Now we've got the royal bloodlines being researched as well. Magenta has picked up one relic and is trying to go for the sacred sites now. Maybe signing for relics, just pass on by. There's actually quite a bit of a force here that's going to get killed off by the French, but I said that for all of his knights who've been running around inside his own space. The Ruse player does have 2 town centers, so have a slight villager lead. But also the villager lead's not that great. Both sides have killed off 5 villagers as well. The extra villager production is keeping the French player a little bit more stable when it comes to that sort. Looks like these Royal Knights will go down to these Spearmen. These Royal Knights still playing Ring Around the Rosie. Yep, bit of a Pyrrhic victory, but overall still a cost-effective victory for Orange there. These Royal Knights, however, are getting picked off one at a time. They're dancing around, and I lost half of them right there. This other group won't be able to breach over here, so they can just play. You could try splitting them up, try to throw some of these forests in order to do something sneaky with them. You could try sniping the warrior monk there. It's probably the best thing you can do at the moment. Warrior monks are 2,000, not 2,000, 200, 240, blah. Same cost as knights. Militia not being brought in once again. Archers will do bone sandwich versus the militia. Arbaletiers have not their research up and going. Gambersons will give them a significant amount of armor to withstand spearmen and militia attack. It looks like these knights have managed to give his opponent the slip. He did not stop that warrior monk from capturing a relic. Does get a good spear brace there, though some of the large number of spears did connect. Gets another hit there on the knights. More of the Roost Knights going down, more spearmen being brought on forward. This player has a larger military force field and also nearly twice the quality as well. Right now, against Arbiteers, against all the Knights, mass Spearmen is not a bad option. So once he gets Gambesons up, then the Arbiteers be less effective, or the Spearmen be less effective against him. He should also not go for crossbow starts, but he should actually eye for Gambesons. Plus 5 melee armor, these Spearmen doing 11 damage at the moment. With plus 5 armor, the Arbiteers have 8 armor, so those Spearmen will basically do 3 damage per poke against Arbiteers melee. That's not a lot. Now it's going for our military academies as well. And, oh, Magenta's relics are on the front line. This is massive. This is also a massive number of spearmen poking villagers. We got a good number of traders on the field as well. That's one reason why the villager count has been quite similar. He has just good number of traders, 27 of them on the field. Currently their trader out's much smaller. Right here, trying to panic his opponent. Spearman gains good hits there on these villagers. And now this trade route could be next. There's nothing here to protect them, and not to mention they're providing a lot less resources. High armory not being deployed on out, which will give the Roost player a cheaper siege weapons. Siege weapons around the high armory is what? 20% cost less, or is it 30% cost less? A very large amount, to say the least. More of the traders are starting to go on down. Horsemen and Spearmen getting some damage on these traders. He has not taken time to properly secure up the trader out with... I suppose he did partially, but not fully. Spearmen getting hit by these archers on the high ground. Does take out some of those knights, archers, and crossbows engaging these spearmen. These Arbiteers will be overran by the knights now. Royal Knight here to support. Over here, spearmen just being pursued. I should try to push forward once again, but there's a number of spearmen to stop them and a gate. I saw a warrior monk in that mix as well, getting some Saint's Blessing. And now these traders can hit significantly once again. Magenta is just losing a lot. He spent he had too many knights trapped in this game. He's losing them all, and now the counterattack is ripping them apart. He has very little gold income at the moment. He's solely relying on the trade. Doesn't appear to have any villagers on gold itself. No, he doesn't. And his knights inside his opponent's base just simply did not do enough damage. You can see here, Orange has killed off 52 civilians, while he's only killed off 6. And also he should have gone for a keep a long time ago, get the cost reduction, as well as deploy it out, perhaps a proxy around the gold, and help keep his trade safe. And now, yep, that's all within the game. He has a good amount of food and wood. Go for some horsemen and spearmen. And the French player decides to back up the game now. This is Anna Great saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.